Welcome to GrowifyLabs. Google's AI mode is the biggest change to how Google search works in years, and almost nobody is optimizing for how it actually retrieves. Today, we fix that, including the mechanism Google itself named, Query Fanout. Understand Fanout, and a lot of confusing AI search advice suddenly makes sense. Let's get into it. Quick clarity first, because people conflate them. AI Overviews is the summary box at the top of a normal results page. AI Mode is a full conversational search experience. You ask, it answers, you follow up, like a chat. AI Mode is powered by Google's Gemini models, and it goes deeper than the overview. More reasoning, more synthesis, more sources pulled together. And it runs on the mechanism you have to understand to compete: Query Fanout. This is Google's own term from when it launched AI Mode. Here's the definition in plain English. When you ask AI Mode a question, it doesn't run one search. It issues multiple related searches at the same time, across subtopics and different data sources, then brings the results together into one answer. Google describes it as issuing multiple related searches concurrently across subtopics and multiple data sources. Research suggests a single prompt can fan out into 8 to 12 subqueries. So a question like best running shoe for flat feet quietly becomes searches for stability shoes, overpronation, arch support, durability, price, all fired in parallel, all feeding one answer. Here's why that matters, and it's the whole point. Under fanout, ranking for the exact phrase isn't enough. If your content only answers the surface question and ignores the sub-questions the model generates, you're absent from most of the retrieval passes that build the answer. You could rank beautifully for the headline query and still not appear in the AI mode response because you didn't cover the angles it decomposed the query into. The old game was one query, one page. The new game is one topic, comprehensive coverage, because Google is now asking a dozen questions on the user's behalf, and you need to be a credible answer to as many of them as possible. So, how do you win fanout? 4 moves. 1. Map the sub-questions. For each important topic, list the definitions, comparisons, use cases, objections, and specifics a thorough answer would need. Auto-suggest and people also ask are a decent free preview of how Google decomposes intent. Perplexity, which shows its subqueries, is another. 2. Cover the cluster, not the keyword. Build genuine topical depth so you're a credible source across many of those subqueries. One comprehensive resource, or a tight cluster of connected pages, rather than one thin post. 3. Structure in retrievable passages. AI Mode and Gemini reward clear, self-contained passages that directly answer a subintent. Modular sections, often just 40 to 60 words, that the system can lift cleanly. Question-led headings and direct answers, again. 4. Stay eligible. Google has confirmed that eligibility for its AI features is normal search eligibility. The page has to be indexed and eligible to appear with a snippet. There's no separate AI mode index to buy into. If your technical SEO is broken, none of the above matters. One honest note on measurement, because it's genuinely hard. AI mode gives you less visibility than classic search. You can't see every subquery, and clicks behave differently. Watch Search Console for the queries that still send clicks. Track your citations where you can, and accept that this surface is less transparent by design. Manage it with the data you can get, rather than the data you wish you had. So honestly, AI mode runs on query fanout. One question becomes a dozen, answered together. You compete by covering the whole cluster of implied questions, structuring your content into clean, retrievable passages, and keeping your technical eligibility intact. Stop optimizing for the single phrase. Start being the best answer to the dozen questions behind it. If you want to know how your content maps against the questions AI mode is actually asking, our detailed audit is the place to start. Link below. Thank you for listening. If this was useful, follow Growify Labs. We publish multiple videos on this every week. And tell me in the comments, have you seen AI mode change your traffic yet? For better or worse? I read every reply.